What's up everyone, and welcome back to my channel again. Today I'm very excited to share you one of the famous recipe that you can find in Paris. We are going to be baking together Flan Parisien, and Flan Parisien is the perfect symbol of the union between a baker and a pastry shop, because during the medieval time, breads and pastries are baked together side by side in the oven, the traditional oven. And during the creation of the Flan Parisien, there was a debate about either they're going to put the crust on the outside or without the crust. But of course, the Parisian prefer their flan to have this crispy crust. So today, I'm going to show you guys how are we going to make this crispy crust around the outside of the flan together with the flan. This recipe is also very easy and everyone can make this, especially for mom out there. If you want to explore your French patisserie side, this is one of the recipe that you can try, that you can test at home, and it's not much of work to do. What you're gonna need to do is just to prepare two things, bake it, leave it to cool down, and you are ready to impress your husband, your friends. You can even bring this to a program. Everybody will surely love this. To prepare our Flan Parisien, of course, we are going to start with the making of the crust. So it's sort of like a shortbread cookies, but also it's much more denser and crispier. So to prepare this, what we're going to do is to take our bowl. We are going to place all of the ingredients inside this bowl except the egg. So the flour, the sugar, the vanilla essence, as well as the butter that we have cut into smaller pieces. Use our finger to just mix this all together until you achieve the texture, sort of like sand texture. And once we achieve this texture, we're going to add the eggs. So pour in the eggs, use our hands again to mix it well together. Do take note that you might need more eggs than the measurements that I am sharing with you guys inside my description box. So depending on the texture, mix it well first until it's homogeneous. If it's still so dry and separated, add a little bit more eggs along the way until you achieve a homogeneous texture. Once you achieve this homogeneous texture, we are going to film our dough, flat it, and then we're going to keep it inside the fridge for a few hours. It's okay for you to prepare the dough a day before, because we really need to let it rest for a few hours before we roll it and flatten it for us to put inside our baking circle. Before we are going to place our dough inside the circle, we're just going to use a slightly melted butter inside our circle, just so that our dough doesn't get stuck or sticks with our mold when we are unmolding it. And in a few hours after that, we're going to take our dough out of the fridge and we're going to flatten it according to the size of the mold. And we are going to roll our dough for about 5mm thickness. Once we rolled it, we're just going to transfer this into our circle mold. Oops, yeah, slightly breaking here, but that's not a problem. We're just going to place it inside the circle gently, and whichever that's broken, we are just going to use our finger to glue them back together. And once this is done, we are going to keep our dough back inside the fridge until we are going to use it. And the shortbread crust, also known in French as Pate Sablee, is very crispy, it's very crunchy. It can be enjoyed as it is. So the leftover of my dough right over here, I'm going to just flatten it and bake it. And you can even use this Pate Sablee or shortbread to make it into like cookie shapes or sticks and dip it with some chocolates, and it can be used as a party favors. And now Now, of course, we are going to prepare the flan, and this flan recipe is very French and is so yummy as well. So, to prepare our flan, we are going to take our saucepan, heat the milk together with the whipping cream, add in the vanilla beans together with the stock. We are going to let these three cook together, infuse together for about 5 to 10 minutes using a low fire. While we are leaving these three to get together to infuse, we're going to prepare our egg yolk mixture. So for our egg yolks, we're going to add our egg yolk inside our mixing bowl together with the eggs and the corn flour. Mix this using a whisk. And then right after that, we are going to take our infused milk with the vanilla. Remove the vanilla beans first. And then we are going to pour this hot milk vanilla mixture just a little bit inside our egg yolk mixture. Mix it until it's well incorporated and transfer this egg mixture back into the saucepan. And then we are going to cook this again until we achieve a slightly thicker texture. And we are going to keep stirring and whisking the flan just so that it doesn't get burnt at the bottom. And this will also help us to get an even cooking for our flan. Once the texture is thick as shown right here, we are going to turn off the fire, leave it to rest for a while. And then we are going to take our prepared dough. Take our flan and pour the flan into our dough. Be careful not to overfill because when it's baking, it will rise quite high, and if it's overfilled, it will just go everywhere inside your oven. So we do not want to have that. Make sure you leave for about 1 centimeter of height for our flan to bake inside the oven. And we are going to bake our flan for 1 hour in a preheated oven at 190 degrees Celsius. Once it's baked, take the flan out of the oven and we are going to leave it to cool down completely on our kitchen counter. Let it to rest. Once it's cooled, we are going to keep inside the fridge for another 2 hours. The taste will be so much better after we keep it for a little while more. And of course, after that, it's ready for you to devour this Flan Parisien. And now, let's try this together with aloo. To describe the Flan Parisien is very rich because it contains eggs, so it's very eggy but not overpowering. It's also very rich in the cream and milky taste. Oh, It's so perfect for summer, for even during the cozy and rainy season to pair together with your coffee or tea, or even why not hot chocolate, right? And also the sugar content is quite low, it's not that high, so this can be enjoyed in a moderate quantity with your little ones or with the children. In this episode, you actually have learned how to make cookies as well as a flan, but this flan is more or less the same like making a crème pâtissier, so it's like a pastry cake. The only difference is that the ingredients used for the flan and the crème pâtissier, but the method is actually exactly the same. So use this baking knowledge to invent something creative back in your own kitchen, and let me know in the comments down below how it turned out for you. And of course, don't forget to click the subscribe button, hit the like button, and hit the notification bell so you will always be notified whenever I uploaded new videos. And of course, till the next one. Bye bye!